guys want? No, we're in loose bracket. I can do magic tricks. Get over the camera and do something. It's locked. You cannot get these unlocked. He just unlocked it.
They're not on the camera.
All right, let's have a good game. Come on. Look that way.
5 and 2. 5 and 2.
Do it an arrow on pressure.
These shoes? These shoes? Talking all wrong. I put the bullet in your head. You don't talk to me this way. It's disrespectful.
You'll be playing the winner of John and Bud.
Oh, don't encourage him. Golly. You guys win your first set, huh?
We're kind of
So it's open. No, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
versus Team Terry Chrtt. On table 5, the screen table.
stick?
Yeah, I'm on stick.
Who plays first?
Am I playing you?
I think so, honey.
On this table?
Huh?
On this table? Good luck, man.
You too, dear.
Well, when I think you end up, you call me tombstone, they start talking about it. That'd be a good number for you.
This is just grade 8 ball.
Yeah, it's April.
They're gonna be some damn confused.
You break, Chrtt? Yeah, run the table there, Slick Dick. Not a problem.
All right, I guess if you don't have Chrtt and chalk, we don't get any fucking chalk. Is that what you're telling me?
God, I ain't letting you use mine, buddy.
Maybe later, bud, after a few more drinks.
Isn't there some up there?
Oh, here.
Whip his ass, man. I would like you anyway.
You're really gonna hate me now that you got down one night. Thanks, buddy.
Don't lose that.
Last circle wasn't where I wanted to end up.
They're gonna make us 4 and 8 at the same time.
I hope. One can only hope.
Hey, good job, Bill, not slamming that door.
Yeah.
There you go.
I still gotta shoot that fucking combo. I'm trying to get away from that. I can't do that shit.
Hey, you don't have to. You can hit that.
I'm just gonna go ahead and make it, put you out of your misery.
I don't give a shit.
Send you right back to the old fucking church home. Ooh, set right in there for you. There you go, no excuses.
welcome to Hello. Hello. All right, this is Crazy Bob announcing for you here at Chappie's in beautiful Grayville, Illinois. This is the BCA mid-session three-man blind draw tournament. A little bit of 8-ball, a little bit of 9-ball, a little bit of fast rack 8-ball for your pleasure today. It doesn't get much better than this. Do we have a... This is Crazy Bob, back from vacation in Belize. You better believe that. All right, looks like she's got a little bit of a back cut on this ball here, I think. I'm not sure exactly what she's going to go for here because this is pretty scratchy the way she's shooting it. I want to tell you that... what? Yeah. Yeah. Who did? Unless it's fast track. All right, she misses that 15 ball. All right, the way we're doing the scoring here on the broadcast is we're putting the name of the A player as the team name. All right, he's got a pretty good shot here on this 3. Has a really good leave there for the 6. This is Crazy Bob coming at you from Chappie's Bar and Grill here in beautiful Grayville, Illinois. It's the mid-season tournament for the BCA Pool League here on Tuesday nights. This is the 8-ball league that we have, and it's an on-cue league, and this is the first session, and this is the first mid-session tournament. So... all right, he's got a really good shot here on the 6. If he can get enough draw to pull it back behind this 10 ball, he'll have something. He's going to come through it. Look at this. This might, the 9 ball just comes up a little bit, grabs a hold of that ball. All right, he's got his work cut out for him on this shot, folks. All right, now this is Mac McGarvey playing Tanya Crawford.
No.
And Tanya's got ball in hand here with 3 stripes left and the 8 ball. She's in the driver's seat on this one. She wants to clear out the congestion barrier on this 9 ball probably. I'm probably thinking 9, 10, and then whatever that ball is up top. I guess it's a 15 ball. It's hard to see from this angle.
I got an escapee down here.
We're going to get some... I see we've got 19 people out there watching. I'd like you guys to share this with you. Tanya's shooting here with
got a couple choices she can pull here. She comes off the rail. It's going to leave the 10 to draw back on, which is probably the shot I would have taken. But she's going to look at it, but now it's going to come across because she didn't really get the angle that she was wanting. The problem with this being so straight in is that she's going to have an issue getting back for the right angle on that 10. But these tables are very forgiving in the corner pockets. What can happen is she can cheat the rail, the pocket towards the rail on the left-hand side of your screen, and that will be able to draw it back to get some shape on this 10. With ball in hand, I probably would have rolled up and left the side. Again, it's easy for me to sit here and say that. And now she's leaving herself with a pretty tough shot here. I guess she's going to go down to the bottom right-hand corner and try to come off this bottom rail and come back up. This is not a shot for the faint heart. I think in this situation, I'm probably going to play safe. But because of where the 8-ball is, you may want to give him. That's exactly what she did. That's a nice shot right there. She's extended the game. She's got into a situation where the table's balanced now. He's got a shot at this bank, but he doesn't have to love where the cue ball's going to go. This is Crazy Bob announcing here for you, Chappie's Bar and Grill in beautiful Grayville, Illinois. This is an On-Cue Broadcast Network special event. Team Hossman versus Team Chrtt. And this is your first game versus Tanya Crawford and Mac McGarvey. And he's playing safe right back. I tell you what, this is a real smart move. That's a real good move. That's going to leave her able to see the ball possibly, but she doesn't have to like what she sees as a result. Looks like she's going to kick underneath it and try to get a good hit on the ball. Here's the issue with that is if that's frozen on the rail, it makes it a lot tougher shot. But even with ball in hand, this 8-ball is not a perfect shot. So it's really he put her in a tough spot here. All right, we'd like to ask everybody up there to share it with your friends and enemies. Anybody who likes pool must like watching Team Hossman battle it out with Team Chrtt here at. That soft shot's going to give him. It's going to give him the face of the 8-ball. But this is not an easy shot, folks. Yes, these quarter pockets are forgiving a little bit, but at the same time, you can't take anything for granted. They will wobble just like they will on any other table. You have got to aim this precisely.
The only question is, are you good enough, Mike?
I hope so.
All right, I got some sort of sound coming here. It's doing a little bit of a. All right, here we go. He's going to go ahead and take this 8-ball up the rail, which is a tough shot. And the problem is with the shot is with it being top English on here, which I think he's going to almost have to shoot. What? Hossy. Who? Who is? Okay. All right. Now what happens here is that leaves her a shot. And she says right there on the front of her chest, it says boss. But I'll tell you what, Mickey's saying they're calling her Aussie today. Maybe every day. Who knows? What you are watching is a On-Cue Broadcast Network special event. This is the Grayville BCA Mid-Session 3-Man Tournament. Here comes the boss, Tanya Crawford, with a 10-ball shot in the corner. She trains it like a boss, and here comes the shot. This is a lot of grass to mow, folks, and we've got green felt for you. Here we go. Look at this shot. We're going to be real quiet. Sound like golf announcers on this. Can she make it? And Team Chrtt draws first blood. That's what I'm talking about. That was some game. All right, let's update the scoreboard. Team Chrtt with first blood. We do know that BCA doesn't know how to spell Team Chrt's name ever, but they finally figured it out. It's hard to spell a name with no consonants, though. That's cooler than a bucket of sherbet. Or whatever. Vowels, consonants, they're all the same to Terry Chrtt. That's cooler than a bucket of sherbet. It's a E-O-E-A. That's Terry E-O-E-A. All right, the only thing we're missing here is lots and lots of shots, folks. All right, this is a great view of Terry's back. I can't say it's the best looking thing I've ever seen. When he hangs up the rack up there, it shakes the camera like mad. All right, he's about to get down for the first break of this match. This is going to be 9-ball, folks. What we're doing is we're alternating 8-ball, 9-ball, and fast rack 8-ball. For those who don't know what fast rack 8-ball is, I'll talk to you about that later. Welcome to Grayville, Illinois. Thank you, Richard Compton, for sharing. You know sharing is caring. That's the only thing I've ever learned from my mother. Well, that's in dysfunctional behavior. That's why I'm crazy, folks. You know what? I lost my glasses. I know where they are. They're on that far table if you could help out. All right, here's what we got. All right. This is the battle of the two A players. Chrtt versus Hossman. Terry versus Steve. Looks like he took a stab at that. Oh, you got me someone else's glasses. I love this game. That's bad. All the way in far quarter. It looks like pandemonium, folks. All right, this table is a pretty wide open table. Now, these are the two gold players for these teams. They've matched up with 9-ball. Now, before each match, what happens is both teams take a list of their players and put them on these. You got to know they're the dirty glasses. Dirty glasses for a dirty man. All right, we just got breaking news. Nate McGahey of Team Ramrod, the C player for Team Ramrod, got his first break-in run ever. In 8-ball? Oh my gosh. I tell you what, we're going to have to put this up here. Forget the match we're watching now, folks. Let's just talk about Nate's first break-in run ever. All right, ball in hand with 3 balls to go. Steve Hossman in charge. He's got a pretty good shot here at this 8. He'll probably roll forward to come down off this bottom rail, come back up, and easy peasy back for the 9-ball. He hit it a little bit hard, get himself a little bit of a back cut, but I don't think he's going to be sweat this too much. He used every bit of that pocket, but he got there. And this is what we like to see, a battle. We want everybody to go down to the wire. Get all the boo you can for your money and eat the pork chops and drink the bourbon. Speaking of which, anyone out there want to call in to give a bourbon to your announcer, feel free to do so. They take credit cards over the phone. Hell, you can go ahead and if you know how to PayPal on Cue Billiards, PayPal $100 in just to pay it in there and say, give it to Bob. We all like that guy. All right, Jessica Reeves says, go Tanya. Tanya's right next to me. She not only came, she went. Got the win. I don't know how to work this stuff. I'm trying to use two mice at the same time. I don't think it's how it's supposed to work. Rhett Butler of oh hey, here we go. This is a shot of Valerie's hair. And fine hair it is, Valerie has. All right. Hell yeah. You got to bring it here. Fireball. Let's do it. Okay, this is Valerie Ross versus Tom Collins. This is a 1-2-1 matchup. Now, this is where we're going to want to talk here a little bit about what Fast Rack 8 Ball is. Fast Rack 8 Ball is very similar to 8 Ball, other than you use 9 balls in the rack instead of 15. So basically, it's the exact same game, so all the same rules apply. The only problem with this is my glasses are so dirty that I see 15 balls in a rack of 9. Maybe that's why I lost my first match. Let me clean these suckers. All right, she gets a good break here, and she leaves the cue ball in the center of the table. That's one of the situations where things go pretty well for you. If you could park that cue ball in the center of the table while you're shooting, while you're breaking, then what happens is you got a lot more options, especially in your non-rotation games. But even in your rotation games, it's still going to give you a much better chance to see that one ball. Now, this is, again, she looks like she's going for stripes here. By choosing to go for stripes, now Mark is going to bring me a shot of Fireball here in a moment, and life is going to start getting interesting. All right, she makes a good shot on that first stripe, so now she's just playing this out like a regular 8-ball rack. Now, she does end up scratching here on this ball, but what happens is she did move the other stripe over into the corner pocket. We are visited by Valerie while she hang in there. What's nice is she left the stripe in the pocket, so that takes the pocket and makes it easier for her. It's kind of like, they say, putting it on layaway, if you will. All right, this is Tom Collins taking a 3-ball shot. It's going to slide that up underneath this ball of hers on the corner. Now, he can always go a little bit rail first here with these shots, so that's one of the things to kind of keep in mind. And that's exactly what he does to help get around that ball. This is leaving him pretty good shot for either the 2 or the 5, depending on what his preference is. Now, I want you to keep in mind here, the 8-ball natural home is his bottom left-hand corner pocket, so he's going to need to get up underneath that. So that's why I think he's taking this ball first. Because the natural leaf shot for the 8-ball would have been 4. The problem is he doesn't have a real solid shot at the 5. I'm not exactly sure I would have gone down that road. But, as it turns out, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Or a Valerie in this case. All right, looks like he's going to go for the 4-ball. Now, the only problem is I don't see a lot of real good options for what's going to happen with this 5. So he looks like he's putting it back in front of the whatever ball that is. Oh, I tell you what, this is the best part of announcing. The best part of waking up is Fireball in your cup. Happy New Year. Oh, cheers, mate. Woo! That's what it does. Oh, now she takes a stab at that shot. She's going to get a real fortunate roll here. You know what I think that is? I think you've arrived when you start calling it Pango Bye-Bye Juice. Fireball mixed with some Pango Bye-Bye Juice. Those are the vocal stylings of Nate. Oh, that's some Simmons stuff. Oh, you just missed it. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm good right now. Yeah, if I put wieners in my mouth, it's like a meat party in my mouth while I'm on the mic. It doesn't sound near as good as it sounds colloquially. But thank you for the offer. I went with the giant pork chops. Now, this is something people may not know about. They've not come to Grayville. Grayville, this is a great little pool town. And this Chappie's Bar and Grill, they have some fantastic pork chops and some fantastic steaks. What? No, I'm good. But what we have here is Valerie is back at the table. on the mic. Now, one thing about Valerie is I put a tip on one of her cues about a year ago, and she started using another cue. All right, she's got a pretty good shot at this, just if she can keep the ball from getting locked up behind this 4-ball. That is a real nice shot. That's giving her the kind of shape she needs for this 8-ball. There's a lot of grass to mow here, but Valerie's got a good chance at this. Plus, she's going to hit this naturally with top, so it's going to go up table. That's a pretty good situation for her. She's going to miss it to wide right, but she's going to leave her opponent with a combination, it looks like. Richard Wilson asks, Mentor, Ohio here, do you have any tournaments this way? Well, All Q Billiards is based out of the tri-state area, which in this case the tri-state area is Indiana, Kentucky, Southern Illinois. Now, he got these balls split up, but he's giving Valerie one heck of an option to get this win. She's going to be shooting up here, the top left-hand corner of your screen. And here comes the shot. And she drains it. There you go. Nice shooting there by Valerie. You did good. All right. And what that does, it puts Team Consonant in the driver's seat. 2-1 after the first round. I see Darlene Young has joined. Toby Peterson watching a little pool. Tanya Crawford's watching, but she's also standing right here. We'd like to ask you guys to share this with your friends, your family, your enemies, your acquaintances, anybody out there who hates pool, likes pool, loves pool. This is going to be entertaining. Now, I'm not going to be, I got kind of grandfathered into this tournament because they needed a round number of players, so I might not be announcing the entire day, but you have the vocal stylings of future BCA Hall of Famer Crazy Bob on the mic for this On Cue Billiards special event. Self-proclaimed future BCA Hall of Famer Crazy Bob. I'm not going to get in with pool playing. I'm going to get in with the contributor category. Best BCA mid-session tournament announcer ever. Right now, I am the greatest pool announcer in the history of Chappie's Bar and Grill. Of all the... Mick Grease. Did you say Mick Grease? Oh, not the other George Papadopoulos. Webster. You mean Webster? Webster's great uncle. And then he got on like. Jeff. Because I'm Jeffy. Here's Jason Hensley typing in here. He's the best announcer as long as there's Fireball. I tell you what, I work just as well on bourbon, just so you know, Jason Hensley. Brian Wesley Roos says, Bloomington, Minnesota here. What the hell are you doing watching this out in Bloomington, Minnesota? Don't you have some snow to shovel? Welcome to the show. Here we've got Mac McGarvey. Mac McGarvey versus the Aussie, Tanya Crawford, TC. She drove all the way here from Australia to play this game. So, yeah, Richard Wilson was asking about Mentor, Ohio. We don't have anything going in Ohio. I tell you what, though, if you do contact Mickey Hammond and you want to have, if you have a place that you just has really good bar, or something that wants to bring in some good events, we have got the ability to travel and bring this kind of event to you. Online, we do online brackets. We do live streaming we can also run the tournament if you want. We just have to work out a deal with the bar owner to see what we come up with. Jessica Reeves says, thanks for the shout out. I think I've already said that, but I'll thank her again. Thank you guys for watching this. This is a lot of fun for me and a lot of fun for all the players here. And for you guys who don't know, the On-Q Pool League is something that was started a little over a year ago. And this is Mac McGarvey's breakout here. And now the Pool League has grown to 3 separate states, actually. So it's a BCA-sanctioned pool league. It's an independent league, but it's a BCA-sanctioned league. The On-Q Broadcast Network is also a part of the On-Q pair of offerings. I say pair of offerings, a collection of offerings, collective. Tanya Crawford is thinking about her shot. Looks like she's going to go ahead and take stripes with the, 13 ball in the corner. As long as I've been doing this, you'd think I would have figured out what color balls coordinate with what numbers. Maybe that's what I need to study for to become better at this. Maybe that's what's keeping me out of the BCA Hall of Fame. All right, Jordan Griffith is asking, Ryan Kistner, when do you play? The answer was Ryan Kistner just played a little bit ago and he kicked my ass. He's going to be playing next against the winner of Nate's match. I will say this. I probably should get you guys the link to the challenge online brackets because then you'll be able to look the stuff up immediately. Ooh, I may need to get some of that, but it probably won't go over well on the mic. I'll get some. I'll get some of my next match. I just had one of the loveliest, thickest pork chops I've ever had in my life. It was like a meat party in my mouth. I tell you what, unless you're talking about Chappie, because I'm Chappie. All right. All right, here comes Mac McGarvey with a shot of the 7 ball right into the top left-hand corner as it appears on your screen. We are up to 68 viewers. This is a record number of viewers at a Chappie's mid-session tournament. Then again, this is the first time we've announced one. We're up to 71. I want to welcome everybody who's watching. Thank you. Keep sharing. Sharing is caring. Hell yeah. I don't know if you call those people. So anyway, we would like to thank you guys for coming in and watching this. One thing that OnCue Billiards likes to attempt to do is just bring you different levels of pool, from your average players to see how everybody plays, all the way to the different kinds of, like the Pro-Am tournament a couple of weeks ago. So, keep it tuned here. You can get to see some great pools, some great players, even your friends, even people from Australia playing. This is Tanya, the Aussie Crawford versus Mac McGarvey in the second round of the Grayville BCA mid-session 3-man blind draw tournament. This is the OnCue Broadcast Network. We see that Jessica Dunlap and Dennis Parton have joined. This is a good combination of people. Saw both of them on New Year's over at Bob's Lounge in Evansville, Indiana. I was telling him that I'm not just the best announcer as long as there's Fireball. I work on bourbon as well. So welcome to the viewing live stream there, folks. Jessica Dunlap, Dennis Parton. You need to go ahead and share this with all your friends and family, all your neighbors. Go get Tanya. Your son in Florida is watching. That's what Craig Kisley says. I'll go ahead and tell her that, but I'm going to tell her that while she is shooting. But I will relay that message for you, okay? All right, here's Mac McGarvey with a nice shot on the 2-ball into the side pocket. This is going to leave a fairly open table other than this 8-ball. This 8-ball is really going to be kind of tricky. I tell you what, that Fireball gives me a little bit of heartburn. But I will say this, if you have a Chappie's pork chop, you cannot go wrong. I've just been thrown a bunch of meat at me. Someone threw a bunch of meat at me. I'll put it in my mouth. They don't throw meat at me without me taking some. I've never seen anybody throw a bunch of meat at me like that before. Now, but then again, now I see Mindy's grabbed a hold of the meat. All right. Max going for the 6-ball down here in this corner. Looks like he's going to come up a little bit thin on it. But because of where this 8-ball, 5-ball, and I guess it's the 12-ball over here on this right-hand side of your, right bottom side of your screen, this is a little bit of a tough situation for these guys. All right, Tanya the Boss Crawford is here, getting ready to shoot this over here in the corner. Now, Tanya is the wife of the A player on my team, so I'm hoping she gives a few pointers to her husband in between matches here. Craig Gisling saying that her son is watching. Are you looking? Are you now? You're grabbing a knife at me, and Mindy's grabbed the meat again and thrown it across the table and slapped me. I got meat in my mouth. Jason Hensley says, you might beat Chaffee's prices, but you can't beat their meat. I'll tell you what, the kid's got meat in his mouth. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what you want to hear, Bob, chewing the meat. That's good. Yeah. If you don't like hearing me chew meat, then you don't like nothing. Your lighter is broke. 51. We only lost 20 people. I meet you and me. Come on, guys. Get off of here. Quit watching. Woo. Woo. All right. I'll spare you guys. This meat to get to me. All right. Now I've got the meat sweats. Everything. All right. I'm having a hard time seeing where Mac McGarvey's going to take this shot.
Don't slam my door. Again. Ever.
Don't ever. Yeah. I tell you what, this started getting a little scary, folks. Some guy I've never seen before walks. This is a knife. We have the Aussie playing. Look at this shot by Mac McGarvey. Get this thing open. All right, what we got here? This is a knife. Oh, that's an unfortunate happening event. I tell you what, someone threw a cold sausage at me. And then the next thing I know, I've got Mickey standing there with a knife in front of me. Oh, but now I've stabbed Chappie. Well, it was nice knowing you, Chappie. Look at the fun. Oh, shit, that was funny. All right, Greg Thomas says, what's up, Mark? Oh, Mark just walked out. I just stabbed him and he left. How does that happen? Well, it was nice knowing you, Chappie. I tell you what, let's have a fireball in his honor. Oh, Chappie. Oh, shit. Oh, my. Look at this. That was a nice shot by Mac McGarvey. All the way down the rail. He's going to go ahead and have a pretty shot on this 5-ball. But the problem is, what is he going to do with this 8-ball? Is he going to he's going to bank it somewhere? Carry it somewhere? I just don't know what he's going to do. He's going to get shape on it by just knocking the ball out of the way. What a shot. That was some shot right there. Shot. Speaking of shots, we need a waitress over here on table 1. Is this table 1? Table a half. Or 3. I need it intravenously. All right, here we go. This is for the game here. And he drains at center pocket. What a shot by Mac McGarvey. That was one hell of an out, 3-ball out. You don't see that every day. It's a 3-ball out. I only got 2 balls. All right, this puts Team Hossman back in the mix. One thing this format does seem to do is bring a lot of real close matches together. And that's one of the best things about this 3-man blind draw. It gets everybody in the mix. Everybody's got a chance. There's really an attempt with this league to make it so that there's not a lot of advantage to sandbagging for you. That's a problem that happens in a lot of other, these kinds of leagues. But as it turns out, I think we've got a pretty good formula, having some tournaments that are here that can put people in play, let the money come back to the players, and there's no incentive to come down here and lose these tournaments on purpose just to win some other tournament in the future, because there's always tournaments coming at you. I think that's one of the great things about this league. And another great thing is this tournament. This is a $500 added tournament. So the team that wins this is going to get an additional, well, I'm not sure the whole 500 goes to the top team, but everybody puts in $10. So it's like a regular pool league night for Evansville anyway. I think they did $5 nights here. And he's going to end up, well, I guess that was, hell, I don't really know who this is. I will say our newest viewer, Mindy Barnes, no longer has the meat in her hands. So she's taking up her phone to sit here and watch the game next to me that she could watch on TV in front of her. I think she got on the phone so she wouldn't have to hear me talk about it. But she's going to go ahead and share it for us, and that's one of the nice things about this. That way our 55 viewers can grow exponentially and do 56. Oh, make it 58. We're getting somewhere now, 59. There, she did it. We want to thank Mindy Barnes. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. The meat is in my epiglottis. Which always happens. I hate it when that happens. All right, that's going to be a pretty good save here, I think. He's going to get the 2-ball behind that 5-ball. A lot of people play 9-ball very aggressively. Aaron Clapp asks, is this the famous Chappies? Why, yes, it is the famous Chappies. How many other places do you think can have a 45-team player tournament? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But yes, this is Chappies is what I'm trying to say. Home of the world's greatest pork chop and ribeye steaks that you'd ever want or need. Home of, make it 63 just for fun. All right, we want to watch you guys watch us, watch you watch us, watch you.
Good job, Bob. Nice man in the door.
All right, he's not going to get a good hit here. That's going to give Steve Hossman the driver's seat here with ball and hound on the 2-ball. I'm assuming that's a 2-ball. It looks like a... Thanks to Mindy Barnes and Mindy Barnes alone, not the other 73 players watching or people watching. We're up to 74 players or viewers. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm starting to lose it, folks. All right. So this is a 3-man blind draw tournament. It's mixed up with, wow, that's going to work out real well for him, I think. Oh, by the way, Pat, I lost your cues. Cues.
All right, next up on table 2, Team Mark Crawford. Team Mark Browning.
All right.
Crawford, Mark Browning, table 2. This is a race to 4, guys. A race to 4, not 5.
What do you mean? Loser side is a race to 4 now, we learn. I didn't know. Well, folks, I guess that's going to be it for me. I got to go kick ass on the pool table instead of kick ass on the microphone. Hey, there's only losers in front of us now. We can beat losers. All right, this is Crazy Bob signing out. Here's Mindy Barnes on the mic. What?
sure get home.
Okay, but it was just a misinterpretation. Because I said in the final round was alternate round, and he said, yeah. But I think he was, you get what I'm saying? It don't matter. Except for the phone. So that's what I'm saying.
Now, home team takes one more break, just like they do when they're no, they get home. I'll try. And you guys are even here. Right, but on Tuesday night, 4 man team, on a 5-man team, on the fifth round, home team gets 3 breaks, away team gets 2.
Right, but like I said, alternate, like they get 2 more breaks. The last round, they break 3 more. So they break 6 teams on 3. They break the first round, they break the second, they break 5. Just in case of that.
That's what he just said. He just no home team. It is alternate. That's what he said. That's what he did. He's like, no. It ain't really close.
So they get 1 more break. So they broke the first game and we broke the second. So that means that there's your team gets 4 breaks, the home team gets 5. Right. Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, he just confusing all the terminology.
Remember, guys, the loser side is a race to 4. And don't slam my door. Again. Ever. Again.
Good job, Barry.
I got on DVR. I know I need to replay it.
All right, we're on table 2 right here. Race to 4. Oh, we don't know yet. He's going to do it, and I'm going to smoke real quick so I can not lose my mind.
He's wondering, what am I going to do? What am I going to do today?
All right, we are back with you here.
I rewatched that show.
Bob has sidestepped to play a match. He's on the team. He was drafted because we were a player short. We had a player who couldn't make it. Bob does not play BCA in Grayville, but he does play BCA in Evansville. And they were okay with him coming in and playing on the team. So. This is the Grayville, Illinois mid-session BCA tournament for the winter session. This is just one of the tournaments that we put together for every division we have. It's a money-added tournament. And we got a little different format here. It's a 3-man format made up of 8-ball, 9-ball, and fast rack 8-ball. The first player in the lineup will always play 8-ball. The second player plays 9-ball, and the third plays fast rack. Currently have Team Steve Hossman playing against Team Terry Chrtt. This is a winner side match, so it's a race to 5. I can't see who we got playing yet. We got Tom Collins playing against Valerie Ross. Valerie Rail Ross. Valerie plays in Evansville as well in the APA. Tom here, I played pool with Tom for probably 20, 25 years. Once upon a time, Tom was a very good player and even a better hustler. That's an unfortunate roll there for Tom in the fast rack to make the 8 ball. For those that may not know, fast rack is just like 8-ball, but it's racked in a 9-ball shape, diamond shape, 4 solids, 4 stripes, played just like 8-ball. And so we got a race 4-2 right now in favor of Team Terry Chrtt in race to 5. We do have Tanya Crawford up now, or what I like to call her Aussie, but she's from Australia and she carries the accent to prove it. So we got Tanya playing. Who's Tanya playing here? In Grayville, Illinois at Chappie's Bar and Grill Steakhouse. I'm going to tell you, there's some amazing food here. And it's also it's a great place to party. Back when I lived in Illinois, I lived in Mount Carmel, about 17 miles from here. It was one of my hangouts, owned by Mark and Don Campbell. Great people. I see James Harris official on there. How you doing, buddy? James plays in the BCA division in Evansville. Looks like Tanya's playing Mac McGarvey. Mac's been in the pool scene for many, many years and in the music industry as well. And, from Nashville. Ain't much Mac can't tell you about Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, speaking of Nashville, got the Music City Open coming up next week down at JOB's. I normally attend that thing every single year. Don't know that I'll make it this year. Time's a little tough for me with work. Mac's so good, he puts one arm in his shirt and plays one-armed. Give people a fair chance. welcome my buddy Nate McGay
To the stream here with me. Nate helped out lots of times when we do a stream. Nate, what do you think of the format here?
I think it's pretty evenly matched. A, B's, and C's. It's fun. I mean, that's the main goal, and it's working about like I thought it would be. I mean, it's pretty evenly matched. Everybody's having a good time, and
It is. You know, I just looked at the first 6 matches completed. 5 of 6 were heel.
yeah, my match went. Our games went hill to hill. I mean, it's kind of it comes to what you put your weakest player to their strongest. I mean, it all depends on how you put your lineup against the other team. So.
Yeah, the good thing about this, you know, every game is just a one-game format. Now, obviously, a better player has a better chance of winning no matter who, if they're playing a weaker player.
Right.
But in a one-game format, you know as well as I do.
Sure.
Anybody can win that game.
Right. Well, I mean, and they could be playing me though. So.
Yeah, that's kind of.
So I mean, kind of. But yeah, I mean, as a general rule.
Most times, anybody can win. I was just talking about Mac here. You know, I told him Mac's been in the scene for a long time. He's a hell of a pool player. He even puts one of his arms in his shirt just to give everybody else.
Oh, Mac's amazing.
Great guy.
I mean, it's for one arm, and I mean, he drums a lot of two-handed players. I get a free time once in a while. I'll come over here to Chappie's and hang out on the weekends once in a great while, and Mac's run many tables. I've seen him, and it's really amazing to watch him. How he's I was playing him one-handed, just messing around, you know, and I was seeing how he does everything, and he's got that cloth, and it drops the correct angle, and what he does, and how he has to play position and leave himself off the rail. I mean, it's amazing. It really is, you know.
I'll tell you a funny story. Several years ago, we were over here playing, and Mac had he got some type of glove, and he filled it full of rice, and he used it as his bridge before he started using that little bridge air. And TJ, my brother, was over here playing. TJ shoots a shot about medium speed, and the ball just flies off the table through the middle. And we're thinking, what the heck? A piece of that rice had fell out of Mac's glove.
Oh my God!
You've all ranted.
That's great.
I tell you, really, you know, if they ever get over to Grayville and get a chance to meet Mac, he's a great guy.
Mac's a great guy. Look at that. I mean, he's dead line on that 70. He makes that 5. You know, I mean, he's
a conversationalist. I mean,
he's a smart guy. He's all these celebrities all over the country are friends with him.
Yes.
I mean, he gets invited to their funerals. I mean, he gets invited to their houses. But I mean, when like country music singers especially, he's in the front row of their. He knows all the Nashville stars. He knows all kinds of celebrities. Hell, he was telling me stories about hanging out with Kid Rock, and he's a cool dude, man.
During the last election, about 2 or 3 months prior, during one of the debates, I was talking to him in here, and
he was friends with one of the presidential candidates.
Yes, he had to go to Vegas.
Yep.
And help out. So his knowledge is very well respected.
Oh yeah. And I mean, you don't find a nicer guy. He's such a nice guy. Veteran. I mean, all the things he's done. He's pretty awesome. Some of his shots amaze me. Some of the things he does really amazes me. Yeah. It's really neat.
I love when because he plays in the Evansville League with Mark Campbell, and Rodney plays on my 8-ball team over there. Rodney's got a disability and he plays with one arm. I love watching these two battle it out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
One arm Mac's getting a coach.
Yeah, he's getting a phone call. Probably his investment broker.
Yeah, they're playing right in the second table.
it's just kind of tough in this format. You know, like they say, you know, a chain's only as strong as its weakest link. You know, you got to hope that your weaker players can come through in the clutch moments and that don't. And that's what it comes down to, and how you. There's a lot of strategy in setting your lineup, definitely.
Oh, there is.
Because you're gonna have a higher tier player, then a medium, and then a lower tier. And
Tanya here, I know she's one of your friends from your area.
oh yeah, she's on my team.
Her game's pretty impressive too. She plays pretty good.
She does. Well, I mean, as a rule, she makes the makeable shots, and that's what's the key.
And I seen it in the clutch. She makes them those shots. When you got a shot that you have to make, she makes it.
Yeah.
I've watched her do it.
She's done a lot. Of course,
I call her Aussie now.
Oh, she's good, mate. But yeah, she's cool. Tanya and Mike are good people, and
yeah, I did some tip work for Mike a while back.
Yeah, he was really happy with it. I need to do some work on some Mike used too.
I had a guy come today and picked one up from Harrisburg, Illinois. That he came down and brought it to me a week ago and put a new ferrule and a new tip on for him.
You keep putting out good work, you're gonna have to build another building to. Yeah, we are. We don't want him to hear us.
We got Crazy Bob behind us. Bob keeps checking out my meat, that's for sure.
Somebody gave us a big roll of meat, and Bob just keeps handling this meat. I'll tell you what, he's handy with the meat.
He is. He's really good with meat.
That's a good shot by Mike.
Oh, good shot. Got a good bump in the 5 just to roll it in and shoot the inside.
Yep.
Which is going to keep him alive in this
Fish in a barrel, baby, right there.
I'm thinking that my team's trailing, right?
Bought the old miniature cheater pole here.
Yeah, so Mac's team's trailing, so this is a big win for him.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Because Team Terry's on the hill. This keeps him in it within 1. And Mac fires it with a
He does.
stop shot.
Authority.
Authority, that's right.
You will respect my authority. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Did you say Team Rim Job?
No, it's Ramrod from
Job.
Super Troopers.
Team
It's
Ramrod or Hand Job?
No. I'm Ramathorn.
Yeah, I wonder which one's Ramthorn.
Yeah. I'm Rod, and your last name is Ramathorn. Ramrod.
For cop. So we have a 4-3 score. Team Hossman has pulled from within 1 behind Team Chrtt. Mac McCarty comes with a big win.
Big time here.
Against Aussie, I think she's beaten the other 2 times they played.
Maybe.
So this brings us to the 9-ball game.
This is Terry Chrtt against, I wonder who he's playing.
And Terry Chrtt playing somebody. We'll find out whose opponent is sure enough when it comes this way. Nate, did you eat today?
I ate Pat gave me a big piece of ham.
Oh, that pork chop there.
Yes.
Smoked pork chop.
And it was scrumptious.
Yeah, they got 2 different pork chops here. They got the smoked and the grilled. The smoke's more like a ham flavor. Obviously, it's pork, but I'll tell you, the grill is just amazing here.
I decided to go ahead and drink my lunch today, so.
So it looks like Terry's going to opt to play safety here. I think he nicked that 1 ball. He did.
He hit it pretty good. He might have left a little.
Came out in that conversation for his opponent, which is Steve Hossman.
Steve Hossman. He makes that 1-4, lives a 1-2-9, he wins.
The 2-9 kind of sitting. And, you know, Steve's a good player. He's got a combine. He quit playing for a long time.
But it's still in him. He's got it. I mean, he can.
Play good. You know, getting to leave this one ball could be a little tough because the key ball's going to go back across where it's at now.
I think the one's going to, come out. Makes this come out where you can even see the 2. It looks like it's.
I feel like he's got to get down here because you don't have to back at that 2.
No, not too much. As long as he don't lock himself behind the 6 or something, he's good. Or do that. There's always that possibility too.
Yeah, he missed a 1 ball trying to get on it.
I'm going to go ahead and say this. He just lost that game.
Well, I would say Terry's a pretty good player on a fair field. He's definitely very capable of getting out.
I'd say about 98% he's gone.
He did get on the back side of it. Makes it
I think he's fine though.
I think he's okay, but he got to back at that.
Oh my God.
You got to back at that ball. It's totally different.
And he scratched.
You want him to be on the long end of the table down here.
Right. Like I said the whole time, I didn't think it would go.
Exactly.
I'm hardly. I don't remember ever being wrong. But my. I have about a 10-second memory too, though. So. I don't think why would you jack yourself up with ball in hand?
This Prince. Hey, Des, that's who you're talking to? How you doing, buddy?
Oh my gosh. Wow. Ball in hand makes 1 ball and scratches. I think he's applying for Team Ramrod. Wow.
Nice.
What do you see? I'm going to go out on a limb and say if Terry gets to the 9 ball and gets a shot on it, he's probably going to win.
I'm going to go ahead. It's looking. I'm going to have to concur with you on that one. Why didn't I just concur?
Here's a guy when he puts chalk on his cue, he hits the ball better.
He does. No chalk. Yahtzee. Rack him up.
And there you have it. Team Chrtt is going to advance on over Team Hossman with a 5-3 victory.
I better go sign a few autographs, and I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Right, Nate's going to sign some autographs. We understand that. All right, so I don't know who we got next up on the stream table.
Team John Shelton and Team Ryan Kistner, table 5, stream table. Team Ryan Kistner and Team John Shelton, table 5. Don't stand my door. Again. Ever.
We get our score sheets. Did we get our score sheet? Yeah, Terry, what time is it? We're playing John Shelton. John, what time is 5? What time is 5? TV time? No way, man.
All right, Team Buck Voss, Grandpa Voss, Team Steve Hossman, table 1. These are winner's side matches.
We're home. back the tape up, don't show that.